Dre, it's not different. Tariq kissed KK, and then 5 hours later, you kissed Johnny several more times and more passionate. What's up, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We're here to talk Love Island Games Season 2, Episode 4. If you guys are brand new to the channel, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video, and leave a comment down below. My birthday is next week, Saturday. I would like to be at 45,000 subs by my birthday. I am less than 500 away. So if you're watching this, if you can see my face, if you can hear my voice, if you feel that I'm funny or you feel that I'm annoying and you have voiced it in the comments, but you have not yet subscribed, do your big one. Do your big one. Hit that subscribe button. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. This episode was good. Now, I did start watching it last night, but then my homegirl called and was like, let's go get a drink. So we went to the bar. But I remember, okay? So we pick up with Kendall, his braids, and Garby. They go over to the side and he is letting her know. Remember, this is fresh off Charlie going home, and Kendall lets her know that he would have rather went home over her, and he was not gonna let homegirl Dre put the broken heart necklace around Garby's neck. Stop that bullshit. Cause what was you gonna do? Take it off of her, Kendall? Stop it. Garby feels like she needs to take her nails off so she can really lock in. Well, girl, why did you come with the stilettos? Why did you come like? I feel like some of these people, like when they signed back up, or however this works, if they were asked to come back, or if you sign up, I feel like y'all missed games. Maybe games needs to be in like fluorescent yellow for the people to see it. So they then said that the next challenge is theirs. It's ours. We're locked and loaded in. Y'all something. Y'all something. So Chris and KK are over to the side, and KK was like, yeah, I voted for Kendall, basically for Garby. I didn't want to send Garby's man home. Chris is staring at her like a weirdo and said that he just likes looking at her. And then said, is that weird? Is that weird for me to say? Is it weird that I want to look at you? Is it? Shut up, Chris. It's then asks her if he's telling her that too much. I want you to shut up. That's what you can do for me, Chris. You, that do-rag, that snapback that you're wearing, there are a lot of things wrong with how you've been dressing, them cutoffs, them white socks. Like, what is happening? Everybody be looking nice when they get to the boogie, and then here come Chris with some Jinko jeans and a cutoff t-shirt. Gross. Isaiah and Nicola are talking, and Nicola said that she feels good and she knew that they can do it. Okay. And then in her confessional, she was like, it was a very difficult challenge, but she is very proud of them as a couple. And the challenge did look difficult. If y'all hear a dog, I don't have one. That's the dog below me, which, okay. Sir. So Tariq and Johnny. So they're over talking to the side, and Tariq said that he wanted Dre to win, but now she up in your bed. And they have this like weird like dick slinging contest. And I'm like, okay. So then Dre and Johnny talk, and they go into the speakeasy. And Johnny said that this is different because Miss Confident wasn't being too confident last night, and that scared him. Like, what was happening with this? He then tells her that, girl, I pulled you out the gutter. Johnny, please. Johnny, please. Johnny, please. Yes, you helped her win that challenge, but out of the gutter is crazy work. That's crazy to say. Is my mic on? Okay. That is crazy to say. So Dre feels that Johnny is the perfect man to win this because she can just coast. And that's what I think Dre is hoping, that she can coast. Johnny's going to do all the work. Johnny is a fierce competitor. So I can just sit back and, Johnny can do all of the work. She doesn't even stop calling Ty Mia Moore. I said, oh, the heart thumping like in the cartoons. Remember when they heart would thump out their chest? That's over her. Okay. So Dre and Johnny feel like this is a modern love story. And dag nabbit, They get to necking. I said, uh, uh. I mean, they look good together, but you know. So Tariq and Chris. So Tariq goes over to Chris and tells him, look, KK went and sought me out last night after the duel. And, you know, I'm open, she's open. And then I kissed her. She sought you out, nigga. Y'all were in the bathroom. Don't everybody go to the bathroom? I guess. So Chris is like, thank you for telling me because KK didn't. Well, Chris, when would she have a chance to tell you? You were asleep. You were asleep. You avoid talking to her. You don't let her know that you like her. You curve her in her face several times. When would she have had a chance to tell you? Wasn't your big ass sleep when she came back down to bed? She could have maybe possibly somewhat kind of sort of tried to tell you then, but you were asleep. Chris in his confessional then said, that's why he's there for the game because of this bullshit here. You've been acting like you don't like the girl. Well, yes, y'all are here for the games. This still is Love Island. So, Chris, I don't know what to tell you. So, the next morning, Dre is telling Lucinda and Andrea that she kissed Johnny on her date, but she still likes Tariq. Chris is telling Dre that Tariq and KK kissed after the duel. Chris, why you being run tell that? What is the purpose? What is the purpose? So now homegirl Dre feels away, and I'm like, baby, you shouldn't. You were kissing Johnny. Like Tariq and KK, they had a kiss, right? It lasted 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. You and Johnny, y'all were damn near dry humping. Y'all were a step away from, you know, let's take our clothes off. That's what y'all was doing. You have literally no reason to be upset. So Kendall, his braids, and Garby are over to the side talking on the dock, and they want to talk about any and everything to prepare for a challenge where you need to know everything about your partner because that challenge always comes up. So they're asking basic stuff, you know, what's your favorite color? What is your spot, that type of stuff. And Kendall then asks her, what is her favorite sex position? And Garby is like, I don't really be having sex like that. And he starts laughing because he thought it was a joke. He was like, what, are you, a virgin? And she was like, actually, I am. It's not that she's saving herself for marriage. It's not for religious reasons. It's just that she has not found the person that she wants to give herself to. Kendall handled it very, very well, right? She likes how Kendall handled it. He didn't make a big deal about it. He didn't treat her like a social pariah or anything like that. He rocked and rolled with it, and they just kept talking. She then said that her favorite snack is a corn dog, and I gagged. Oh, girl, that is so... I have never liked corn dogs. I don't want... One, they stink, okay? They smell like shit. I like, why y'all want sweetened bread? Almost threw up a little bit in my mouth right now. Let's just move on. Let's move on. Lucinda is telling Ty that Dre kissed Johnny on her date. Now, Lucinda, baby, that is not your business. However, I like Lucy, you know. Now that we done got our head in the game, Lucy's all right with me. So everybody is just running their mouth. And here's where the mess and the fun starts, at least for us watching. So Isaiah pulls Nicola to the side and basically lets her know, I'm not feeling you. There's nothing here on an intimate level that I feel for you. She then said that, you know what, it's cool. It's fine if you don't see me on a romantic level. We're still good partners. Now, she acting like she don't care, but she do. But girl, Chris said you were his number two, so you got options. KK and Chris are talking, and she asks him to cuddle. What is KK's real name? I can't remember. KK, shit. If you gotta ask a nigga to cuddle, he don't want to cuddle. I have never. He tells her no. I mean, how many times do you need to get rejected? So he then lets her know that he is upset about finding out that she kissed Tariq. KK said that she was waiting on the right time to tell him. Girl, it's been like 2 days. But she does hate that she didn't tell Dre first. So Chris was like, she knows. How she know, Chris? How she knows? Because you were being run tell that, right? KK lets him know, look, the kiss with Tariq was but I still really like you more. But I do want you to flirt with me. Like, let me know that you like me. And Chris is like, I could do that. In her confessional, KK was saying how she feels bad and kind of even worse about it because Chris hasn't made a big deal about it. And she feels that if Chris would have made a big deal about it or been mad about it, then she would have, I guess, had a reason to kind of justify whatever. But him being so cool about it just kind of threw her off. So Dre and Ty are talking, and this conversation blew me. Okay. So she asked right off the bat, I heard you kiss KK. What's T? She wants to know why Tariq didn't tell her. Why I got to hear from every Tom, Dick, and Harry in here. Ty said, well, I was going to tell you. And he tries to speak, but Dre keeps interrupting him. And Dre said that you kissed KK when I was at my lowest point. Girl, sure, it was your lowest point. You had the heartbreak necklace. It was more embarrassed. You were just more embarrassed. However, at your lowest point, you also turned around and went and kissed Johnny. So what does it matter? What does it matter? So Tariq is like, yeah, it looks bad, but KK came and found me and shit. It just felt like the right thing to do. The way that Tariq is making sure to always say that KK sought him out is low-key disgusting to me. Y'all kissed, nigga. Y'all kissed. It like he's making it seem like KK was like, okay, Tariq's in the bathroom. Okay, let me go over there. Like, I don't think that's what she was on. Maybe she was. I don't know. So Ty does apologize for doing it at that time, okay? But he was like, you kissed Johnny. Dre was like, oh, but that's different because we have history. Okay? Me and Johnny have history. We was doing everything we was doing before, but this ain't about me. This is about you. Okay? This is about you. And then, baby, I'm hot. Okay, everybody wants me. What do you want me to say? Dre, look at here. Look at here. This attitude that you have, this holier than thou, is not working for you. It's not working for you. And don't think because you are linked up with Johnny now that the audience is going to keep y'all in. See, I think maybe they didn't know that this was live, but the way that Dre is moving, the way, like, this is not going to work with the audience. Because I don't even remember you being, like, a fan favorite from last season. You doing too much. It's not different. He kissed KK. You kissed Johnny. History or not, both y'all asses kissed other people, and y'all are not even in a couple or closed off or anything of the sort. So she tells him, and Dre tells Tariq, well, I don't know if I can trust you now because if we're in a couple, he was like, but we're not though. And when I'm with somebody, I'm with that person. And when I'm locked in, I'm locked in. We are not attached. But I think the way that Dre approached this conversation, I didn't like that. I didn't like it, sis. You're better than this. So Justine and Chris are talking, and Justine said that she's getting different vibes from people. Yeah, girl, because why are you here? Why are you back? I would kind of feel away too. Like, So Chris said that she intimidates some people because she won last time. Chris said that money is money and he can go get money somewhere else. Chris, you like to say that, but you always got your big ass here. I just feel like, to me, and I saw y'all in the comments, it's the off season. He's not even playing. Duh, y'all, we get that, okay? But Chris is the one that said he didn't need the show. Chris said that. I don't need the show. I don't need the money from the show. I don't need to be here. Chris said that last season. So yeah, we're going to bring that shit up because why are you back? Everybody can go get money from somewhere else. What are you talking about? Nobody's sole lifeline. Nobody is solely financially dependent on Love Island. That's why it's so weird that he keeps saying that. So they both agree that they are solely focused on the money. And then Chris said that he's a lover boy, a big teddy bear, a gentle giant. And I do believe that he is. He said that he's now looking at KK a little differently. Why? This is a woman that you have shown no interest in. You're curving her every chance you get. You refuse to kiss her outside of a challenge because apparently you can't multitask and still be into her and still focus on the challenge. I don't understand. What could you be looking at KK differently about? But he says that, I guess he is interested in coupling up with Justine in the future. And I don't think it's because he likes Justine. I think it's because Chris sees dollar signs when he sees Justine. He sees dollar signs. Sick of him. Sick of him. He lucky we couldn't vote him off. So KK and Dre are talking. Dre immediately said, I'm not mad at you. You owe me nothing, okay? KK said the tie is just fun and flirty, and she doesn't even know if there was something that's even really there. While they're talking, Tyree comes and pulls KK. I said, y'all are just on demon time. So KK asked why he told Chris about the kiss. And he was like, just out of respect for him, but I'm sorry for jumping the gun and telling him before you had a chance to. KK is like, well, I fancy you. He fancies her. And then they start cuddling. KK wants more. KK is just there for a good time, I guess. Girl, like, you can't get nobody to cuddle you at home. Why are you so hard up for cuddles? Jeez. So Ariana comes in and she got jeans on, very cash, okay? Get your asses to the fire pit. Let's have a talk. So we find out that tonight is the first couples challenge. Justine is single, so we got to change that, right? If we're going to do a couples challenge, we got to get you in a couple. So they have the girls line up in order from the first challenge on how well they did to how poor. So Garby, Andreina, Nicola, KK, Dre, Lucinda, and then we have Celine and Justine at the end because they didn't compete. So in comes Toby. Toby is from the UK, and Toby was also on Love Island Games Season 1. So Toby gets his pick of who he wants to couple up with. Now, when Toby first came out, Justine was geeked to see him. So in my mind, I would think that he would pick Justine, not because she's single, but because she won. You know the type of competitor she is. And if you are here for the bag, you're going to link up with your homegirl. But he doesn't. He picks Andreina. The White Walker, really about to show out. The way that Josh turned all red in the face, that little ball of rage was up in him. And Andreina was pissed too because she was like, I've been in 3 couples already so far within like 24 hours. Andreina, girl, take it as a compliment. They think you're a good competitor. So Josh and Justine now end up being a couple because Josh was single, linked up with Justine. Apparently they are friends on the outside, so they cool with each other. They might be a powerhouse. Because the way that Josh takes everything a little too serious and Justine is a good competitor, that's the couple, y'all. So it's time for the challenge, and they're going to be playing an American football theme challenge. So the couples are going to be, since there's 8 couples, they're going to break into 2 different heats, 4 couples in each heat. And at the end, America is going to vote. And the couples with the fewest votes will be vulnerable and send y'all asses back over to your respective countries, okay? We are also going to crown a power couple. And y'all remember from last season, if you watched, power couples always got something extra that they can do. Okay, so round 1 was the guys are going to fill up. Was it water, color water, some liquid? The girls are wearing a hat. They got a bucket on it. The guys are turning this thing. Water is going into their hats in their respective colors because we got to make sure that the audience knows that if you got pink liquid, you own the pink team because otherwise we wouldn't know. So they got tires in front of them. You can only move into and advance into the next space if your color tire is there. So once you get through all the tires, there is a goal post, and each goal post has liquid or has a spot for the liquid. You dump it in, you raise the football to the top, and that's how you win. overly complicated to explain for no reason. Okay. So they were over there fighting, moving each other's tires around, just complete chaos. KK's ass being so smart helped her because she was close to the bucket. So her and Chris were actually able to finish first. So round two, the girls have to basically limbo. They walking down the slippery, slimy pathway, and then they have to get down in limbo with the same bucket on their head full of the colored water, and then they have to take that water and pour it into the goalpost as well. KK and Chris, because her ass is little, won the second round too. So we get to the second heat. Celine was going crazy because I don't know what the fuck Mert was on, but Mert was not focused. Like, Mert, get the liquid in her head. Mert is over there, like, him and Johnny playing tug of war for these tires. Like, the fuck is happening? If y'all would have just focused, but whatever. So Justine and Josh won round one. They got off to a slow start, but they won round one, and they were really neck and neck with homegirl Dre and Johnny. Dre was redeeming herself or whatever in the challenge, but I got my eye on you, homegirl Dre, because I don't think I like your attitude. So Celine and Mert ended up winning round two. Only round two, but she kept busting her shit. Like, I know she was sore the next morning. Like, even Ariana had to be like, girl, be careful. Sheesh. Sheesh. So back at the fire pit, it's time to find out who won. So the Heat 1 safe couples are KK and Chris and Garby and Kendall. And then the Heat 2 safe couples are Justine and Josh and Celine and Mert. We find out that the power couple is Chris and KK because I guess they had the fastest time of the 4 safe couples. So the non-safe couples are subject to America's votes. So I hope y'all voted last night. Now, I know there are some other countries mad because y'all can't vote. I do feel like if y'all are going to do Love Island games and have people from other countries, their fans should be able to vote for them. Okay? Fair is fair. Plus, America, we fuck up voting anyways. So, KK and Chris have to swap out, because they're the power couple, they have to swap out a safe couple and make them vulnerable and up for America's vote. I said, oh, that's savage as fuck. So everybody up there was like, are you kidding me? What the fuck? Like, they up there mad. So Chris and KK go and deliberate. They pick Celine and Mert, which I thought was genius. I thought that was the best thing. Now, y'all need to hope Celine and Mert get their asses up out of here because Celine looks like she holds a grudge. But that's who I would have picked. You don't want to pick Justine and Josh because Justine has a huge fan base and they're going to get y'all asses up out of here. You don't want to pick Kendall and Garby because Garby is a good competitor, and if they don't go home, you don't want them to be, up on your ass. You don't want Justine and Josh on your ass either. Now, Celine and Mert, I think was the safest choice. So Celine said, I want to know why. We are neighbors. We sleep next to each other in bed. She pissed. Big mad. Chris was like, well, it's because y'all are in a friendship couple. That shit don't work. This is Love Island games. Don't bring that season 7 bullshit up over here. We don't want to hear that shit about with this couple and that. We don't want to hear that. That doesn't work. The better reason is because Celine is a good competitor and Mert is happy to be there. But Celine is pissed. Y'all got a target on y'all backs if they don't get her ass up out of here. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode. I am really enjoying games. It's a much more pleasant change of pace from season 7. So subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys tomorrow for episode is it gonna be 5 or 6? Because after sun is 5. I'll catch y'all tomorrow for episode 6. Peace.